Hey, my name is Jessica. I'm 35 years old and I'm an alcoholic. That's still hard to say sometimes. I never saw myself ending up this way. But when I look back, I guess it all makes sense now. I got 3 kids, 3 different daddies, and more regrets than I can count. I've been broke, broken, and full of shame. But I'm still here. I'm sober today. And if you're listening to this, maybe you're looking for something too. Maybe hope, maybe answers, maybe just a reason to believe you ain't too far gone. This is my story. I grew up just outside Houston, in a place where nobody locked their doors, but everybody kept secrets. My mama worked nights at a diner. My daddy left when I was 7, said he was going on fishing trip. He never came back. I was raised mostly by my grandma. She was a church lady, always had gospel music playing and a casserole in the oven. But she didn't know what to do with a girl like me. I was big-boned, too loud, too emotional. Got picked on in school, called fat girl so much I started to believe that's all I'd ever be. I learned early that food made the pain quieter. So did TV, sneaking sips of Mama's wine coolers, and writing poems in my Hello Kitty notebook. I wanted to be loved so bad I didn't care if it was real or not. I met Daryl when I was 15. He had a beat-up truck, tattoos, and a smile that made me forget my name. He was 19 and dangerous. My mama hated him. That made me want him more. First time I drank, it was in the bed of his truck behind the old Food Lion. Cheap whiskey from a Sprite bottle burned my throat and made my head float. That night I lost my virginity. I thought it was love. Daryl was in and out of jail. I followed him like a lost puppy. I skipped school, lied to my grandma, stole money from my mama's purse. The first time he hit me, I said it was my fault. The second time, I told myself it was the last. It wasn't. By 18, I was pregnant, scared, and already drinking every day. Daryl was gone before the baby was born. I named him Lucas. He looked just like his daddy. That scared me and comforted me at the same time. I worked 2 jobs, gas station clerk and night janitor at the high school. I was tired all the time, and lonely, and ashamed. I started drinking more to deal with it. Day drinking, hiding bottles in the toilet tank, telling myself I deserved a break. Then came Mark. He was sweet at first, said he'd take care of me, had a good job, bought me flowers. We moved in together after 2 months. By month 4, I was pregnant again. He didn't stick around either. By the time I was 25, I had 3 kids, 3 dads, and a heart full of bitterness. My body was heavier than ever. My spirit was even heavier. I'd wake up crying and go to sleep drinking. I stopped looking in mirrors. One night, I came home drunk. Again. My middle child, Avery, was sitting on the couch staring at the door. She had her backpack on. I said, "What you doing, baby?" She said, "Waiting for CPS to come take us away." That hit like a freight train. I'd failed them. All of them. That night I drank till I passed out in the tub. Lucas called 911. They thought I'd overdosed. I woke up in the ER with an IV in my arm and a cop in the hallway. CPS gave me a choice: go to rehab or lose custody. That was my bottom. Or at least the first one. I went to rehab mad. Thought I didn't belong there. Everyone else looked worse. I still had teeth. I still had a place to sleep. But inside, I was dead. My first AA meeting was in a drab, gray room with metal chairs. Everyone seemed happy and glad to be there. I sat in the back and crossed my arms. Didn't want to share, didn't want to cry. But this lady named Janice, 60-something with big glasses and a laugh like a goose, kom up to me. She patted my hand and said, "You made it, baby. That's enough for today." I cried for 20 minutes, ugly, snotty, gasping tears, and nobody judged me. Early sobriety was hell. I had shakes, nightmares, mood swings like a roller coaster. But I kept going to meetings, kept sitting in that metal chair next to Janice. I got a sponsor named Melody. She didn't take no crap. Told me, "We can't fix what we don't face." I started to journal. I wrote pages about every man, every lie, every bottle. I felt like throwing up my soul. But afterward, I could breathe. I started showing up for my kids, cooked real food, read bedtime stories, took them to church. They didn't trust me at first. Can't blame them, but over time I earned it back. I made amends, even to myself. I looked in the mirror one day and said, I forgive you. That was a big one. Today I got a job cleaning hotel rooms. It ain't fancy, but I show up on time and I do it right. I got my kids full time. We live in a little 2-bedroom with a porch swing and too many shoes in the hallway. It's messy, but it's ours. I still go to meetings. Still call Melody. Still cry sometimes. But now I cry 'cause I'm proud. Or because my son brought home a B+ on a spelling test. I laugh more. I pray more. I drink coffee instead of whiskey. I've been sober for 18 months, one day at a time. If you're listening to this and you feel like you done messed up too much to be loved, you haven't. If you feel like a bad mama, or a broken woman, or a worthless nobody, you're not. You're just hurt. And hurt people can heal. I ain't fixed. I ain't perfect. But I'm here. I'm sober. And baby, if I can do it, so can you.